We've been working our way through some Sorcery. Steve Jackson's Sorcery Tactica, pushing that up to the channel here under the Sorcery playlist. And this Tactica is more of a question about getting that authentic Sorcery experience. So it's not so much a yes or a no. It's how do you want to play? I'm going to make my recommendation then, of course, in the comments. How do you feel about it? So without any spoilers, Sorcery is an epic 4-part series with you're an adventurer and you're questing to retrieve the Crown of Command. As you make through your way through the 4 different books, a lot of innovations, a lot of side quests, a lot of stories, a lot of interactions, a really, really unique and very, very potent game book. Now, this game book, a little bit of a history here, right? In the 80s, you've got the first adaptation. You got the 4 books plus the spell book. There's been multiple reprints. There's a current edition of it out now, kind of on that fighting fantasy format. Artwork's a little bit different. Spells work a little bit different. But essentially, it's 4 books. And your items carry over, and your quest information carries over from book to book to book to book. It's pretty epic. Now, we've also got the digital implementation by Inkle, which is absolutely fantastic. There's a couple of little changes, but it's still Sorcery, and everything is perfect about that. It's got part 1, 2, 3, and 4. The artwork, the music, the interface with how you move, combat, magic, ambient sound effects, just absolutely a really beautiful, beautiful adaptation of it. So now we get to death. How does that handle it, right? Like in role-playing games, what the heck happens when you die? So the implementation of Sorcery assumes if you die, you start over. Now, you could play each book independently. I've been through the series many, many times. And sometimes if I'm feeling something in particular in one of the books, one of the encounters, or I'm like, hey, I've got this idea. I wonder if I could get through this way in the book. You can pick up the book individually and say, play book 3, or play book 1, or play book 4. But rules is written, intended. You start out book 1, and you go through. So much like Lone Wolf and a couple other multi-book series, if you die, what do? As intended, you start back over at book 1. Now, this could be quite an investment. I could see a secondary way of saying when you complete a book, your character is frozen at that point in time. So maybe you take a copy of that character sheet when you complete the first book, slip it in the back, that's where you are. If you start book 2 and you get killed, fair is fair. You lose any items, any information that you've received, you could reset back to that original character sheet. I think that's a good midpoint because I could see some players saying, look, I'm on book 3. And without any spoilers, there are a couple of sudden death traps there. There's enough clues along the way, but it's sometimes easy to walk into something and just get killed. And you're like, wait, what the heck happened? Well, in the 80s, that's how game books worked. There's also a couple of like roll and die or roll and see what happens here. I could see getting hit with that and suffering some frustration. And frustration is not good because we're trying to have fun doing this. So I think a good midpoint would be playing it. If you got killed in one of the books, you roll back to the previous book. Obviously, if you're at book 1, you're not going to roll back anything. The digital implementation, again, just absolutely fantastic. Love it. Love it. It allows you to rewind. It allows a rewind from that perspective. Now, here's how I've approached that. When I was first playing it, if I died, I started over, completely over. I do have my cloud saves, so if I'm on the part 2, I could roll back, much like that character sheet thing. Initially, I played that. After that, secondly, right, rolling back to that. When I've made it through a bunch of playthroughs, and now I'm kind of at the point where I kind of make a decision and tell myself, do I want to go through a complete playthrough? And if I do, if I die, I die, we do the reset. Or do I want to like experiment or try something? Occasionally, I'll remember, hey, there was this opportunity, or maybe I could do this adventure path. If it's more like on a super story mode as opposed to quest mode, I will occasionally reuse that rewind feature. I got killed, didn't quite work out. thought I had something, I didn't, I get killed, back at 3 or 4. Or if I'm exploring the story and I'm like, wait a second, I think I missed something there. There's a lot embedded in the text. It's not walls and walls and walls of text coming at you, but it's enough where there's enough stuff embedded. Sometimes I miss something, a clue, a possibility. Let me rewind a little bit and remember it and move forward. So I think that's a unique feature for the story mode to be able to do that. But if I was experiencing the 4-part apps for the first couple of times, I would recommend, yes, absolutely, continue it. Play it. If you die, you kind of go back and take it from there. Your thoughts on character death?